So I'm here in central Wyoming and we're working our way through the state. We still have a lot of miles to go, but I wanted to tell you about something that happened actually before the trip began. One night, about a month before we left for this trip, I was getting my 3-year-old ready for bed, and she reached to give me a hug, and her sharp little thumbnail scraped across my cornea. That's the surface of the center of your eye, and it left a really large gouge across my right eye. Now, I don't know if you've ever had a corneal abrasion. Some of you guys probably have, and if you have, you know it is excruciating. It is so painful, way more painful than it seems like it should be. And so for about 2.5 days, I laid in a dark room. I kept my eyes closed and I tried not to move them because it hurt so bad. And I thought that was going to keep me from going on this trip. Fortunately, and by God's grace, it healed up pretty quickly. Within about a week, I was back to normal functions. But every couple of weeks since then, I've had a nighttime incident with my eye. I don't know if I'm rubbing my eye in the night or what, but I wake up to this pain in my eye. And it happened just last night when I was in the van, and I was laying there thinking, how am I going to get my family home? If I'm blind in one eye and can't stand to keep it open, how am I going to drive my family from Wyoming back to Texas? And I had this real intense fear for a short few moments that was going to be how this trip ended. Fortunately, it passed and it was okay. But I thought it would be a good springboard for this chapter called When It Hurts. There are people that are going through constant suffering, and I have such sympathy for people that are dealing with suffering, especially people that are dealing with suffering on behalf of Christ. And that is what this chapter is going to focus on. There is a great reward waiting for those who live a life of suffering for the sake of Christ. And so I want to encourage you with this chapter and also just with this video, if that's you, if that's what you're struggling with, stick with it. There's going to be an amazing eternal reward for those of you who are suffering.